anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen, afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes home and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen, afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes home and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide?
Yo, 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 what it do? What's good? Long time no see. Today is April 5th, 2023, live from beautiful Ohio. We are reacting, gaming, going off. So yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink, buckle up. Let's do it. Let me get the window capture going. Yo, what up, clown? Green bean sounds good. Good luck with your project. What's going on, Aiden? How's it going? Hope you guys are having a good night. Good to see ya. Let me join a Discord. Didn't mean to say Maddie. You're good. Okay. What should we watch? If you guys have a video, link one too. The React content is the good content, just good on like TikTok, Shorts. What's going on, Aiden? How are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's see. What should we watch? Refresh this real quick. I turned on my phone. All right, I could hear myself. That was annoying. Man, I had a video. I can't remember what I wanted to watch. Reacts to Little Turk telling O Block members to stop dissing him. I'm good. Let's get in some drama. I gotta react to what's going on. Margarita, holy crap. What's going on, Margarita? How you been? How was that thing you got? I forget. It was the same thing as Justin Bieber, but you said you were doing well. How are you doing? You have so many more subs now. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah. Grinding along. You playing Valorant? I think I'm like silver 2 or almost silver 3. Let's see. I don't know. There's nothing good that they're recommending me. Do we watch this? Do we really want to watch somebody use a power washer to fly? I want this CPU so bad. All right, we're watching this for now.
The Ryzen 7 7800X3D is the best gaming CPU on the planet, bar none.
Oh yeah, Ramsey Hunt syndrome. That went away pretty quick. All good now? Oh, so good to hear. Yeah, that's scary. That's super scary. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Intentionally manipulated the community in the lead up to this launch. First, they pushed their most rabid fans to more expensive and
I love
arguably
AMD.
worse Ryzen 9 X3D CPUs at launch, although that's nothing new and all the major players have done this at one time or another. But the second one is much more nefarious and reminds me of the way that Intel timed the release of their 10th gen HEDT processors in a way
Yeah,
that
they're
made
shady,
direct
both companies. I mean, they want you to buy the top of the line,
It's
even
yucky,
though they
but
may
I'm gonna
not be the
spell out
best.
why it's such a problem shortly.
Yeah, we definitely need to
First, I need
play.
spell out why AMD
I'll be on
now
tonight.
is the only gaming CPUs that matter, and I need to spell
And I have a bunch more people to play now with.
this SEGUE to our sponsor.
Gizmogo.
Clown, I
Looking
just
for a way
got
to
back
sell
from
your old
kickboxing,
broken
so I need a
devices?
shower, but I'll be back
Gizmogo.
after that. Sounds
Select
good.
your device on their website, answer a
Fuck
few
your ad.
Not to mention riskier endeavor, and has forced AMD to reduce their out-of-the-box clocks.
Let's see this. So they're saying this is the best one, I believe, for your price. And this is the one I'd probably want to get. Damn, 5 gigahertz? That's fucking crazy.
Speeds. It also reduces the rate at which heat can be dissipated from the cores, meaning that 3D V-Cache chips have the
That's pretty steep, though. 450, 700, what? Damn.
their thermal targets reined in. But it seems to be worth it because while AMD's slide deck has the 7800X3D competing with the Core i7-13700K in terms of pricing, if we consider quite literally anything else...
I'm actually looking into emotes for Twitch right now. Haha. IDK, if I will play tonight, not a problem. You still streaming on Twitch? Hell yeah. How's that going? You thinking about maybe switching to Kick? Heard Twitch isn't going well over there.
Especially in gaming, where it makes such a difference to performance that, well, I'll just let the graphs do the talking.
Okay, let's check the graphs. Oh, wow. Just blowing fucking Intel out of the water. 13900K. Top of the line. All of them beat it. And this is from last gen. This Ryzen 7 5800X 3D. This is last gen, and it's still beating the i9 1300K. Damn, that's crazy. And then look, Ryzen 7. It's better than the Ryzen, both of them, the 9.
Yeah, Ryzen's just better.
Yeah, right now, for sure.
Dang.
Oh yeah, I heard about Kick. Have you streamed there? I have. I haven't streamed since the end of November. No way. Damn. That's been a long time. Yeah, Kick was a good time. There's a lot of hype around it, and I think it has bright futures. I don't think Twitch has bright futures ahead of it. I think it's going to be sold in 2024. I think Amazon will sell it. I think right now they're losing a ton of money on it. That's why I jumped the ship over to YouTube. But yeah, Kick, there's a lot of hype. The first day I had like 60 plus viewers playing Valorant. I was #1 in the category. But I don't know. It just, I don't know how I feel about it. There's a lot of question marks behind it, and I'm good with YouTube, but there's a lot of hype. I'm glad there's competition in the space. Fuck Twitch. So yeah, nothing but positive things from me.
I mean, if you like spending $100 more for less
My
performance,
Ryzen 3 3200G is able to play Cyberpunk.
Holy.
And
Barely,
it's
probably.
not even being sold anymore.
Oh, I'm sure it's
No,
not.
I can play it
gamer looking to drive the latest 1080p high refresh rate monitors.
Actually,
The only
crazy.
Damn.
sensible choices we're looking at
Oh
here
wow, 60
are
plus
the
viewers. That's
5800
amazing.
XT
Yeah, it was
on
good.
cheap and
The
cheap.
thing is though, like I was talking to them and I wasn't getting a lot of feedback. Like, so I feel like a lot of them were botted. I don't know though. Are you able to YouTube and Kick at the same time? Yeah, you are able to multi-stream. I just haven't looked into it. But that's probably a smart idea is to multi-stream on both YouTube, Kick, and maybe even Twitch. I know Twitch is weird with their exclusivity. Holy fuck, I can barely say that word. But yeah, Kick, there's no exclusivity, and YouTube, I don't think there's any as well. And Kick is 95.5 revenue share, so Kick only gets 5% of your subs, whereas YouTube would get 50, or not YouTube, Twitch gets 50%. It's 50-50. Some partners are on 70-30, but most people are on 50-50 on Twitch. On Kick, it's 95.5, which is insane. But there's no ad revenue, really, or at all, I believe.
Fearful AM4 board with 16 gigs of memory for another $50. Or if you've got the extra cash to put into a newer platform, AMD's 7800X3D absolutely obliterates everything.
Wow, yeah. 7800X3D is the one I would get again. But that's just crazy. There's a reason they waited to have it go on sale and put these two on sale first so people would buy them and then be like, fuck, we should have got this one, but too late.
It's weight class. I mean,
yeah, 50-50 is robbery. Yeah, I mean, it really is. Live service, hosting live service is expensive, and I get it. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, 95.5 is not realistic. Yeah, it is, but it's not realistic, to be honest. I mean, they'll have to change that. Right now, they're just doing that to get market share and get streamers over there, which is it's working. I mean, it really is. It's not realistic though to continue. They'll have to change it eventually. But I don't think it'll be like 50-50. I don't know though. But yeah, 50-50 is rough on the creator. They bring all the juice to the equation, and Twitch is just hosting you. Really, I don't know.
Even its own X3D equipped bigger brothers fall considerably behind, which raises some big
That's crazy.
questions, like what the f***, and Why? Paulo Coelho said that the core of beauty is simplicity, and I think that applies well.
I just like how those chips look too. They look good.
Here, the 7800X 3D comes equipped with a mere 8 cores on a single core complex die, or CCD. That means virtually all applications will benefit from its whopping.
Yeah, this is like a normal chip. This is what I have. This is what the new chip. There's a layer, a second layer of 3D cache, which makes it better.
104 megabytes of on-die cache, and since there's only one CCD, there's no latency penalty from pulling cached data off of another die. By contrast, the 7900X 3D.
So like I'd pair this with like a 40 series card, ideally, like a 4080.
And the 7950X 3D.
But I mean, if I have the money, which I obviously don't, that's outrageous right now.
2 heterogeneous CCDs. AMD's rationale for the design
But that's the
choice
goal.
does make sense. Half of the cores get 3D V cache for killer gaming performance, while the other half eschew it in favor of higher yields and higher boost clocks for productivity. But in practice, getting applications to run on the most optimal core is a big challenge.
I bet.
Especially when you don't bother to build an on-chip hardware scheduler or
The
load
image you
balancer,
sent in
and it results
music.
in lower real-world performance. That puts the Ryzen 9
let
X
me
3D
see.
chips
Setup.
in this
Oh yeah,
weird
that's what
in-between
T-Pain
zone,
recorded
where they
Bartender
fall
on.
behind their lean, mean Ryzen 7
That's a hit
build
song, yep.
gaming, and then fall behind their own
That's
non-edited.
insane.
Setup, and if you really want to get something done, you'll get it done, no matter what your obstacles are in life. That's just like, that's proof. It's such a shitty setup, and he recorded a hit song on it.
3D
That is
counterparts
crazy.
in
Oh
other
my god.
applications. Of course, as we pointed out in our review of those chips, most people aren't buying $500
Guys, make-
I'm gonna keep working on my
CPUs,
project.
or
All right, sounds good. Good luck.
$350 ones for
I
that
appreciate
matter.
you
Have
stopping
fun.
by.
Them at
Thank you.
1080p.
Yeah.
And if the 7800X 3D can't keep its lead going into 1440p, I think.
Yeah,
well,
guys,
it
if you're new
does.
here, make sure you
Looking
join
at
the
average frame
Discord.
rates, the
Bunch of cool
7800X
people in there.
tops the
Always
charts
posting
almost
content,
without
so
exception, only losing in games where Intel CPUs tend to provide improvements
That's
in
crazy.
1% lows. Even games that are clearly GPU bound in our testing, like Modern Warfare 2
damn.
and Red Dead Redemption 2, see the 7800X 3D generally eke out a small W. There are exceptions.
W.
Occasionally, even games won't benefit from 3D V cache and would just much rather have a CPU that boosts higher, but the overall picture is clear to the point where
That's crazy. And this is last gen. It's better than this new gen? How?
I'm not sure
Why does that make sense?
I remember ever seeing anything quite like this. I mean, the thing is, for you, the viewer watching this, 10 FPS
Overall performance related to the top of the line. So the top of the line, the mid tier gets 3% more than the top of the line. We're talking FPS. So that's wild. So there's no point in buying the top of the line.
here, 5%
Damn.
difference there. It might not seem like that big of a deal. I don't even play those games, you might say. But that isn't the point.
I do.
Our test suite is designed to guide you toward the product that will provide the best long-term value, not just in games today, but in games
True.
in the future. And that
True.
5% today can easily turn into 8% tomorrow or 15% a few years.
And like my buddy, he was saying, "Oh, dude, I got like a 30 series card. I'm good. I don't need to buy a card for the next 5 years." I was looking at the technology on the 40 series cards, and they already have better encoding, better VRAM, just a bunch of like new technology that actually does help and is good. But I don't know.
Years from now when faster GPUs arrive and need more powerful CPUs to perform their best. Here's an edge case that illustrates my point very well. Factorio's unit simulation update rate is capped in game.
Yo, what up,
60
a
per
Swift
second.
VWAMP?
That means that
Yeah,
any
VWAMP.
one of our CPUs is going to deliver a peak optimal experience in this game.
I want to try that game. That game looks interesting. Factoria is what it's called.
Optimal case that illustrates my point 60 per second.
There it is.
That means that any one of our CPUs is going to deliver a peak
I saw
optimal
Destiny
experience
playing it,
in
and I want to
this
try
game.
it.
But by forcing the game's engine to push beyond these artificial limits, we can at least attempt to draw conclusions about the benefits we might enjoy in future sim-heavy games, if we choose the right hardware today. And the right choice isn't always obvious from the
absolutely
manufacturer's
not.
marketing.
Oh, the manufacturing and marketing is so convoluted. You never know what the fuck to buy. Oh, next gen, organic, high rise, high flow, max setting, ultra, premium, max. I mean, fucking Apple, you never know what to buy. They're so convoluted. You never know what you're buying. You have to do copious amounts of research just to know what's good and what's not, and it is fucking ridiculous.
You might quickly skim a headline or two and go, oh, okay, 3D V-Cache is great. I'll just get the best one with that. But as you can see,
the best one is not the most expensive one, which is crazy, but not surprising.
when we force Factorio to run on the 3D V-Cache cores by disabling the other ones, it performs right neck and neck with the 7800X 3D.
And this is last gen. This is a whole generation behind, and I mean, 30 frames is a lot. 30 frames is a lot, and this is Intel's best chip.
But when we leave it at default with all the cores enabled, it falls way back in line with the rest of the pack. Pretty questionable behavior for a gaming CPU, don't you think? And pretty questionable behavior from AMD. When they split up the launch of
Those are just good-looking chips. Fuck.
the 7000 X3D product line, I believed that they simply wanted to capitalize on early adopters who were willing to pay for more cores than they needed in order
The
to
fuck's
get
going
the
on with that
latest
guy?
shiny 3D V-Cache
Easing
chips.
out?
I mean, why play an ace if a two will do?
True.
It's not an unusual strategy and is absolutely the reason that NVIDIA slow rolls their product lineups top to bottom over time. But the thing NVIDIA doesn't do is launch a 4090 at Halo tier pricing, only for buyers to end up ticked off when the 4070 arrives a few months later and is not only cheaper, but actually
better.
performs better in games. And it wouldn't have bothered me so much if AMD had seeded review samples of the chips at the same time, then simply staggered availability, like we did with our screwdriver that is now live shipping on lttstore.com.
That's expensive for a screwdriver, but I heard it's a fucking good screwdriver. And, you know, I'm not Linus' biggest fan. I don't hate Linus either. $69, great price. Expensive, but I heard it's a good fucking screwdriver.
But by splitting up the launches, they created an environment
Maybe I
where
have to try it one
users who
day.
are seeking a review today
$70
of the Ryzen
of
9 X3D chips
for a
are
screwdriver.
gonna find countless
Heard it
articles
is good, though.
comparing against Intel 13th gen, but very few comparing against the cheaper, superior gaming product in AMD's own lineup. Now, I doubt this strategy will make any
Unusual whales. Are they fans of Unusual Whales? I'm assuming that's... I could be wrong. Maybe not.
kind of material difference to their sales.
Maybe
In
not.
spite of Intel jumping a day
Pulling at
after
straws.
AMD's release, 10th Gen Core i9 was a sales disaster. But I just don't like being played, and I feel a little played right now. Though, of course, there is the argument that none of this matters anyway by the time you get into Ultra HD gaming, which is likely where many of those Ryzen 9s are headed. We didn't test as many games at this resolution, since there's only so many
4K
times you can
Ultra
split the
gaming.
same hair.
I'll
But
never
the
be doing
bottom
that because
line
I
is that
stream.
the worst we're looking
I
at
can
across
never do
the
that.
entire range of chips we tested is about 6 to 7%. However, that is due to the massive 20% range in F1 2022. If you're the kind of gamer then who prefers high fidelity experiences
not.
over games,
Productivity is huge for me too, which is streaming. So productivity, I'm playing a game and I'm doing something else. That's productivity, or like video editing, Photoshop.
you still shouldn't be paying the premium for these X3D chips because you would still be more than happy gaming on the regular X variants for cheaper. And
Photoshop, Premiere, Hider's better.
those non-3D chips will perform anywhere from about the same as their X3.
So they're not great at productivity. In fact, Intel's gotten better at productivity, which is interesting.
3D equivalents.
You should look up R Miss LED. You want me to look up a Reddit, or is it a YouTube video about a Reddit? I will.
Even better
Yeah.
outside of games. Sorry, this has gotten a bit derailed. The video is supposed to be about the 7800X3D, and as you see on all of these charts, it isn't a top performer here, but we never expected it to be.
AV1 encoding. That's what the next step would be if I got a 40 series card. They have AV1 encoding. My 30 series unfortunately doesn't, but that's the next step in technology. And YouTube just rolled it out so I could stream on it, but I can't because I don't have the technology. So let's take a look if it. So Intel's actually better option.
Though it did crush another metric that we did expect. In our review of the Ryzen 9 X3D chips, we took issue with AMD's marketing. They called them gaming CPUs, but we felt that their strength was actually in their efficiency, and we are seeing the exact same thing here, except that it is also a standout gaming value. I know that the average gamer doesn't salivate over better performance per watt, but this chip is so exceptional that I gotta slow you down and talk through this.
Okay.
If you game 2 hours a day in California, your 7800X3D is going to cost you about $750 a year to run.
$750?
Context, AMD's closest...
Yeah, that's something I don't care about. Okay, sorry. I got a text.
7700X is going to cost you
Yeah,
more
is that a Reddit, a Swift, or is that a YouTube video?
$950, and an Intel 13600K about $9. Now watch this.
I don't care about this.
And the chips, the RAM,
Nor
and
this.
the motherboards
All right.
were
Well,
very
I do want this chip. Interesting. The cleanest setup. Should we watch another one of these? All right. Yeah, it's a Reddit. Better be safe for work. r/miss LED. I don't see it. Oh, this? F Dave's. Whoa. Cheese food? Dala. Is this what you're referring to? This is good content. Pharmacy. Thank God I am not safe for work on. Oh, Matt. Hey, oh, Matt. That's me. Cat. Dom. Me. Whoa. Babies are us. Wolf of Wall Street. Ass World. Whoa, man. Red F. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else is out there. And then we'll get to some gaming. Guys, if you're new here, make sure you drop a sub. We stream every single day This probably a spoiler. It doesn't have spoilers. I know he doesn't do spoilers. Do we watch it? We'll watch it. Fine. Come on. What? I'm clicking it.
This episode of Moist Meter brought to you by
I don't know what
Godslut.
happened.
Issue 3 is out right now at
This is
godslapbook.com.
Charlie's
You can
magazine.
find
Or
links
not
below
magazine,
in the description.
comic. God slap.
Go check it out.
Go check it out.
Initiating moisture.
So I don't think he gives any spoilers here. Let's hear what he has to say about it, though. I'm interested here. I'm not going to go see it,
Welcome to the
so.
Voice Meter. Today we're taking a look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So a lot of you already know they did try to make a Mario Bros. Movie in the
Yeah.
90s. Most people view it as an unholy abomination. I look back on it fondly. I grew up and I actually really
I've never
liked
seen
that
it.
movie. I watched it a lot as a kid. I could recognize it had nothing to do with the games, but I couldn't help myself from just getting
I think I've
excited
seen maybe a
watching it for, like,
picture
the
of it
50th
and a
time.
the
There was
top.
something about that film that was just
A real
completely
life
unique and
Mario.
very weird. It was like a real avant-garde fever dream kind of movie. And I get why they stopped making movies after it, because it was received so horribly and is still considered one of the worst movies ever made by a lot of people. I
Wow.
just wanted to get that out of the way right now that
Well, maybe I have to
still
go watch
a
it.
very soft spot for that film. But anyway, I'm glad
Hold on. What was it? Mario 1993? 4 out of 10? Yeah, this looks pretty shitty. Interesting.
they're trying again because, as a lot of people have mentioned, this opens up the door for Nintendo making other big budget movies on other IP they have, such as Metroid, Zelda, all of that. So they needed
Who would want to
to
see? I mean, maybe people
And I'm
would like to
happy
see a
to say
Metroid. A Metroid
that
could
it
be
does
cool, I
slap.
guess.
Now, I'm not going to tell you it's like a Vasily Kamatsky style slap where it's like unreal and it's going to rock your world or fucking shake the foundation of animated films forever, but it is good. And I want to get this out of the way right now since there's already been controversy. I don't know what the movie critics watched, but it certainly wasn't this film. It had like a 46%.
Yeah, I
on
saw
Rotten
that. That's
Tomatoes
why I
yesterday.
want to watch this.
And I don't know what happened there. They must have been boofing crazy pills. That is outrageous. This is not by any means a bad movie. I wouldn't even consider it a mediocre movie. I would say it is good.
Oh, wow.
Above all else, it's very fun and captures the spirit of the games
How it should
extremely
be.
well. Going into this, I was apprehensive about Chris Pratt voicing Mario.
Very.
It seemed like a pretty silly fit, and in the trailers, I was less than impressed. It honestly sounded like me delivering the
Yeah,
lines.
they were terrible. Chris Pratt was not good. So let's see what he has to say about it.
When I first woke up in the morning. So I didn't think that was going to work, but after watching the whole film, it seems like they really just did a montage of his worst lines for the trailers, because the rest of it actually worked pretty well.
Interesting.
I didn't have any like problems with Chris Pratt as Mario or any of the other voice casts for that matter. So
Jack
that was a
Black's in
nice
it. I
pleasant
saw
surprise,
that.
because I expected that to be like the one thing that always rubbed me
He's
the wrong way
Bowser.
about it, but it didn't. The film is extremely simple, which runs contrary to one of the popular reviews that said it's totally inaccessible or like
Really?
hard to follow. Which I'm hung up on these reviews. They've actually got me tilted. I'm fucking stun locked on how stupid
I wanna
some of the
see them.
reviews were for this movie, and then calling it somewhat offensive. I really don't know what happened there. If that doesn't prove that general movie critics are pretty worthless, then I don't know what will. Calling Super Mario Bros. Inaccessible or confusing. It's... Moving on. The thing
Damn.
about the film is it's extremely simple and
Damn.
very clearly catered towards
It was at
families
48%.
as opposed to like hardcore gamers, right? This is an IP that's existed for fucking 4 decades now, pretty much. So a lot of the people that grew up with Mario and actively play it are adults. And this is not a film that's like geared towards them, but it is a film that they will enjoy. I am 28 years old, and I had a smile on my face a lot of times in this film. It's chock full of references and Easter eggs.
This isn't a movie. It's a checklist of fan expectations.
But it is a film that is very clearly for an entire family.
Original score 1.5 out of 4. Top critic. Boston Globe.
Find themselves in Mushroom
Ugh.
Kingdom, and they get split up where Luigi gets captured by Bowser and Mario's got to free him. And through that simple premise, they go on an adventure.
What's the premise again? Hold on.
Mario and Luigi find themselves in Mushroom Kingdom, and they get split up where Luigi gets captured by Bowser, and Mario's got to free him. And
That's simple.
through that simple premise, they go on an adventure. They meet Donkey Kong, Princess Peach,
Ooh.
and they go to free him. I will say that I actually do have a complaint about the narrative.
Sounds like low key Wizard of Oz, low key. But I don't know. I would have to see it.
I don't really understand what the point was in splitting Mario and Luigi up for this movie. I feel like that was just kind of a misstep. I understand Peach is usually the one that gets captured, and if they really didn't want her to
Yeah,
be
isn't that
captured
like
here-
a easy home run, like Peach getting captured by Bowser? Isn't that the story of Mario? Like typical Mario?
and have her have moments to shine, that's fine. Just don't have someone get captured then. You could still have Bowser cruise up in the goddamn fucking
Oh, I get it. They want like Princess Peach to shine in the movie and have her role in this current climate. I get it.
War Island and breathe fire and everything, and that's still an imminent threat that Mario and Luigi would be motivated to stop to help people. You didn't really need Luigi to be captured. For the most part, for the majority of the movie, Luigi's just the damsel in distress fucking hanging and putting his thumb up his ass with nothing to do. Which I think kind of sucks, especially because Charlie Day's performance as Luigi was really good. He does have some moments, but I just really think that was kind of a weird decision to have him be captured. Like, if you did want someone to be captured, I do think it probably should have been Peach. And if you
Yeah.
didn't want Peach to be the one being
Makes
captured,
sense.
well, then just don't have anyone be captured in the first place and everyone works together. You know, fucking power of friendship like animes taught us, and they go stop Bowser for the good of the Mushroom Kingdom.
I
That would
agree.
have still been just fine.
I agree.
It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I did find that a little...
Without seeing it, I agree. I mean, I'd have to see how it's implemented and, drawn out. But I agree, Princess Peach being captured is the original Mario story by Bowser. Well, why switch it up? I mean, I get it. You want Peach to be a significant character in the story, but yeah.
stupid to have Luigi just be totally out of the equation for most of the film. But aside from that, it really does capture the spirit of just fun Mario shit. So there's a lot of like platforming moments where he's running like an obstacle course, or if him and Donkey Kong are teaming up to get to a destination, they're picking up power-ups on the way, shooting the fire flower and just going kind of crazy, killing not killing, jumping on things and blasting them, kicking shells. There's even Mario Kart moments on Rainbow Road. And
I
it's
did
all
see
really
that. I
fun.
saw Rainbow Road. That made me want to see the movie. Just Rainbow Road alone.
And I think it really captures that essence. And it's beautifully animated. The movie is like shockingly gorgeous. They did not cut any costs on the quality of the animation here. That really impressed me as well. Everything in the film looks amazing. Now, the next thing I'm going to compliment might actually be something that some of you view as a problem, but I actually appreciated the pacing in that they didn't bother spending a whole lot of time fleshing out characters.
Why would you? The backstory of Donkey Kong, Mario, Peach, and Luigi. What do you need to flesh out?
The characters are super simple. Like, they don't really get much depth. For example, Mario shows up to Mushroom Kingdom. He's a total fucking stranger. He's being hunted by toads. Like, he's immediately like this problem that they're trying to, fucking kill and burn at the stake. The demon has entered the battlefield. But then he happens to run into Peach at the castle, and she's like, oh, human like me. All right, great. You can join me in my cause here. And that's it. Then they immediately become best
That works for me.
friends. They immediately hit it off.
I don't need some grand explanation every time, going over every single detail. Sometimes it's good. Hey, boom, boom, boom. We're into it. I don't need crazy details every single time, crazy backstories, crazy fleshed out. Though, I mean, it is important in some movies that you need to develop characters, but others, yeah, it's a waste of time.
Fucking fireworks falling all over the place. They love each other immediately. And they never really, bother exploring, their relationship or even,
Good.
how they feel a lot of the time. It's just very surface level. And I like that because I've never played a Mario game for the story.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many people in the world who have. It's all just about fun. So the film just being
Couldn't
pretty
agree more.
short and very focused on action and platforming and Mario references and fights and fucking karting, I think is for the best, as opposed to bothering with this, 20-minute scene building up, Mario, his dad being disappointed in him, which
Nobody likes filler. Nobody.
just a plot point, but it's not something they harp on. It's something he mentions one time, and then it's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, maybe your dad's right. Maybe you are a disappointment. And like, oh, no, I'm not. Let's drop it. And then they drop it. And they don't bother, like, really getting deep into it. And that's good. Like, you have these little, like, sprinkled in moments of character development, but nothing too heavy-handed, because the film didn't need it. That wasn't the primary focus. So, for a lot of people, I do think that'll be a complaint. For me, I actually preferred it. Because, I wasn't
I
going
would
to this
like
movie
that.
for some kind of wild narrative that was going to have me tearing up. Yeah, I just wanted something fun.
Especially with people's attention spans these days, like of a fucking peanut. Just get straight to the story, you know? Like, I completely agree.
That's exactly what they delivered. Also, hats off to the music. It was really nice seeing some of the most famous, iconic Mario tunes come to life in this film, and even fit in different ways was very fun. But this is actually something I heard Chris Stuckman mention. This rubbed me the wrong way as well. There's a lot of moments of like 80s rock in here for some reason, which makes no sense. Fucking AC/DC Thunderstruck playing out of nowhere, or them.
Yeah, that's one song that's over fucking played. Nobody, I'm so done with Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Like every fucking Call of Duty game has that song in it. I hate it. I want to read a couple more of these critic reviews of it. It narrowly misses being a list of fan winks. Full review in Spanish. Why is that a bad thing? Why is fan service a bad thing? For all details in the world, like Mushroom Kingdom and the Jungle Kingdom, the Nintendo film is just another soulless ploy to sell us merchandise that doesn't bother to disguise its creativity, starved greed. Oh, wow, that's scathing. Holy. I mean, dude, that's Mario, though. Like, I agree. Don't flesh anything out. Action packed, you know, get straight to the story. Fuck this guy. New York Post. They just must not like Nintendo, which I don't blame them. I don't like Nintendo too much, but this is a good tomato. The new film is so colorful, sweet, playful, while ultimately insubstantial. Going to it being handed a bowl of Fruit Loops cereal munch on instead of a bag of popcorn. Going to it is like being handed a bowl of Fruit Loops cereal to munch on instead of a bag of popcorn. Interesting analogy. I don't know if I'd want to eat a bowl of Fruit Loops at a movie theater. Let's read one more of these. The glib of literalism with which it applies cinematic narrative to the video game's abstractions can't hold a candle to the wrenching pathos and self-discovery of a knight on track with real loved ones and a Mario and his original medium. What does that even mean? Well, I got, in all honesty, that's just a bunch of fucking keywords